Hi everyone, welcome back to Brain Dump. I'm Kai. This week, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been very mentally exhausting, and at this point it's comical because what the fuck, people are gonna believe what they want. If someone has their mind made up about me, there's no point in arguing it. They have their perception on me based on the misinformation that they've been told. I know my truth, and that's all that matters. My truth isn't some photoshopped proof that never even happened. I'm just trying to live my life, and then people from my past can't get my name out of their mouths. And prior to this week, I just haven't thought about these people. Like, these people don't cross my mind. And then all of a sudden, they just try to drag me. I'm just like a little confused, but there's no point in defending yourself to people that just want to bring you down. You know yourself. Sometimes people aren't going to listen, and coming to accept that was really hard. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and not everyone has to like me. Sometimes people are going to turn you into a villain in someone else's story, even if you weren't. I feel like a big way I found peace with this is knowing that others feel the need to make you the bad guy so they can feel better about what they did to you. And this is a huge thing. I always bring it up, that cognitive distortion of all or nothing. Like, nothing is that simple in our lives. Sometimes I'm gonna fuck up, and I fuck up a lot more than I'd like to, but I'm working on that, and that's the only way I'll learn. To heal a wound, you have to stop touching it. Situations from my past aren't worth my time at all. I'm enjoying my life and loving my life as it is. I love school. I have 3 dogs now. We have our family wing night every Wednesday. I love walking in circles around my house while I'm reading a book. I love going to the library. I love working out. I love my fucking life. And being able to say that is so crazy because for so much of my life, I've wished for death. And I don't mean that to be morbid, but it's true. I thought that life was hell and the pain would never end. And I don't think the pain does end, but you get a hell of a lot better at managing it. At this point, I don't give a fuck. I'm done giving fucks. Everybody's at the center of their own existence. I've hurt people in the past. I'm not proud of that. I've made mistakes. I'm not proud of that, but I'm trying my best to take accountability. And I'm not going to take accountability for things I didn't do. I only know the way that I experienced it. And the other people in this situation have a totally different perspective. Everything that's ever happened to me has happened to me. No one can understand it from my point of view, and I can't understand it from your point of view. We all have such different experiences, and I think that's a beautiful part of the human existence. I'm no longer allowing people to project their fears and insecurities onto me. I'm done being a doormat. There are 24 hours in a day. It's not worth using my time thinking about shit that doesn't matter anymore. I want to be productive and not constantly bringing myself down. William Leach, who's an expert in cognitive psychology, said that in a sense, people see what they want to see in order to believe what they want to believe. In addition, everyone likes to be proven right, and changing their views is an admission that they were wrong, or at least an incomplete understanding of an issue. Sometimes we as people can be so stubborn, and I've been in that mindset where I didn't want to admit that I was in the wrong. But we're all capable of being wrong. That's why you have to own up to your shit. Like I've said before, that all or nothing mindset really messes me up because in my past I thought that everyone thinks this certain way about me. But it was only when a true friend who knew my character and told me that they believed me, I realized that people have a choice. People have a conscious choice if they'd like to hear what I have to say or not. And if they don't, okay, I've had to deal with that, like enough in the past year. People just don't believe me, and it's not worth wasting my time spewing explanations when people will simply hear what they want to hear. I found this quote on psychologytoday.com, and it says that people will always believe what they want to believe about you. This is due to the fact that people wish to create their own truths, anything but the truth that's real. My creed is simple. Let them. Their beliefs don't alter your truth. Moreover, your attempt at altering them won't do any good for you. And this is so true because I've only caused myself more hurt and pain by trying to prove myself. You have to have a mind of your own. Don't let the people that you surround yourself with dictate what you think. The quote, "choose your battles," has really stuck out to me lately because it really is true. There are some battles in my life that aren't worth fighting. I used to fight every single one of my battles because I was so concerned that people wouldn't believe me if I didn't. reality is I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I'm just gonna let them. I'm gonna let them talk their shit, let them continue to be fueled by hate, let them believe what they want to because it doesn't matter to me anymore. Like I said, I'm fresh out of fucks to give. There's none left. I'm living a life that's truly built and designed by me. I used to spend all hours of the day trying to control the narrative, but that's just not the way life goes. Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I used to be a very trusting person, and when I saw people's true character for the first time, I would morph them into a better version in my head. Someone with better morals and, wasn't intentionally trying to hurt others. But some people are just going to have that intent. And people with the sole intent to hurt me, those are not the people I'd like to be around. I was watching these mock interviews online, so this group of guys went around and dressed up as news reporters from different channels, and they were just telling people from the public a bunch of information that was false, and just to see how gullible the public really was, and without a doubt, people just believed them. Just because they were holding a microphone and had a camera. Just because you think someone always knows something doesn't mean they do. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I'm just trying to live my life. Be happy. I'm chilling. Yeah. Oh my gosh, also, I want to tell you guys this because I want to say it here first before February 16th comes, because I 100% believe this is happening. So, for my public speaking class, I was doing an assignment on Taylor Swift, of course, and in my research, there's something called the 112-day theory. So I'm going to go through it, and I want you to believe me. But, as this episode says, you can believe what you want. So, the Eras Tour began on March 17th, 2023. 112 days after that was July 7th, 2023, which was when Speak Now, Taylor's version, was released. 112 days after that was October 27th, 2023, which is when 1989, Taylor's version, was released. So, 112 days after that is February 16th. I think that Reputation is going to come out on February 16th, and then 112 days after that is June 7th, and I think that's when debut Taylor's version is going to come out. Also, on June 23rd, the surprise song was If This Was a Movie, and 112 days after that, the Eras Tour film hit theaters across the US. Oh, and also, guess what? Do you remember when Taylor Swift lost her entire discography? Guess how many songs there were? Just guess. Just guess. Yup, 112. That's not a coincidence. Anyway, I just wanted to say that here first because I fully believe that at least something is going to happen on February 16th. So, putting that out there. Putting that into the universe. So, let's get into the book of the week. I am currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I'm 150 pages in. It's pretty lengthy. I don't even think I'm halfway through, but it's really good. So, that's what I'm currently reading, and in the past week I read Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen. That's a really good book. I've seen the movie so many times before, but the book is such a different... it's the same story, but it's such a different story, You just get a whole different feel. And I also read The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I could not tell you how to say his last name. That one was really good. It's about this woman who kills her husband and then she's completely silent. And it's from the point of view of a psychologist working in a mental hospital to try to, get it out of her. Why the fuck did you kill your husband? And it's really good. The ending is what the fuck? So yeah, those are the two books I read this week, and I'll have to keep you updated on The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because it's really good. It's about this girl who, every time she meets someone, they forget she exists. As soon as she walks out of the room, they completely forgot her existence. It is so good. Anyway, okay, songs of the week. 9 Months by Annie DeRusso, It Gets Better by Rex Orange County, You're So Vain by Carly Simon, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy by Queen, and That's Life by Frank Sinatra. Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate you listening if you are, and believe what you want to believe, because there's absolutely nothing I can say to change your mind. Yeah. Okay. Have a good week. Bye.